Hello and welcome to Filter Copy. My name is T.S. Sudhir. On the 5th of August, the Common Law Admission Test, commonly known as CLAT, was postponed. It was originally scheduled to be conducted on the 22nd of August. Now, on what basis did the consortium of the national law universities arrive at the decision to postpone this entrance examination? Now, I spoke to a member who was present at the meeting. He's the Vice Chancellor of a leading law school in the country. And here are specific reasons why CLAT was postponed. The mota headline is because of logistical reasons. Now, it was discussed at the meeting that city travel is a definite issue, making it difficult both for students as well as the supervisory staff to travel to the examination centers. The point being made was that students should get a fair chance to appear for the examinations. Also, hotels and restaurants are still not open in many cities and towns in India, especially in states where a lockdown of sorts is still pretty much being enforced. And that, it was discussed, will pose a problem for the supervisory staff in particular, who will need accommodation and food when they are sent out of their place of residence. I asked him if any alternate date was discussed at this meeting. Now, I was told that while they will look to conduct the examination as soon as possible being the operative word, the important factor they will consider is that the situation has to improve. Okay, so you need to look at both these phrases together: as soon as possible and also situation has to improve. Now, as far as the date is concerned, the consortium will look at a date that does not clash with any other entrance examination date. Now, NDTV had quoted Professor Balraj Chauhan, who is the convener of this year's CLAT and also the Vice Chancellor of the Dharmashastra National Law University in Jabalpur, as saying that the new date will be announced after consulting both the Education and the Union Home Ministry. Now, this is important because already the Education Ministry is the parent ministry for the National Testing Agency, the NTA, that conducts both the NEET as well as the JEE mains examination. So whatever decision is taken will not be so much that of the NTA, but that of the Union Education Minister, Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank. The fact that Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal himself tweets on major decisions concerning NEET, concerning JEE, concerning CBSE shows that he's pretty much in the driver's seat as far as these important and significant decisions are concerned. I inquired if the decision on CLAT which has been taken can become some kind of a pressure point for the NTA when it decides on what to do as far as the JEE and the NEET are concerned. Already we know it from multiple sources that a formal meeting of the NTA could take place anywhere, anytime around the middle of August. Now, the reply to that was that it is a call the NTA and the Education Ministry will have to take, and this part is important. The assessment of CLAT was that the situation in the country for a national exam is not conducive. The situation is not conducive for a national examination to be held at this point in time. And we will have to see whether the National Testing Agency and the Education Ministry make a similar assessment on NEET and JEE mains or something very different. So this is going to be indirectly some kind of a pressure point, exactly the question that I asked to this gentleman. Now, the question that will be asked is, if the situation is not seen as conducive for about 70,000 candidates who were set to take the CLAT examination, can it deem to be conducive for about 10 to 11 lakh students for JEE mains and 16 lakh plus students appearing for NEET? That is going to be the crucial question that will need to be answered. Also, a case in the Delhi High Court added to this entire predicament as far as CLAT was concerned, because on Tuesday the Delhi High Court asked the consortium to respond to a petitioner who had challenged the requirement of physically appearing at an exam center amidst this entire COVID-19 pandemic. So the court actually admitted the petition and asked the consortium to inform it by 10th of August if it can actually permit conduct of the online examination from home. So a petition is also being filed in the Supreme Court today by Anubha Srivastava and Alak Srivastava, seeking postponement of both NEET and JEE. Now, this was after the letter written by the India-wide Parents Association to both the NTA and the Education Ministry received absolutely no response. So watch this space for more inside details on what really happens as far as crucial decisions are concerned and also important news from the world of education. Thank you very much for watching.